Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Warframe Cosplay. Today, we're rocking the Alien from Alien. Um, yeah, you never would have seen that one come, would you? Alien from Alien, Valkyr as Alien, I should say. Okay, this is actually, once again, I do not choose the best tile set. The lighting here is very bright, very stale. But on the Stalker one, I picked kind of a poor tile set as well, and it was too dark to really see what's going on, but now it's too bright. But I was like, oh, spaceship is kind of alien-y. Can I stand on this? Oh, I sure can. Yeah, let me go through my loadout selections, and then we'll get a capture, and I'll kind of break down why I picked the things that I picked. So let's go to Arsenal. Okay, so, alright, spoilers. First things first, Valkyr. Picked Valkyr because she's kind of... It's just felt like the right choice. I don't know. Actually, I can't break this down. The only Warframe that has a tail of any kind of length. So that's a big one. Yes, some Cyandanas that kind of look like a tail. In fact, what is it called? Yeah, we're using the Saturn 6 Cyandana, but probably like one of these would have been fine. And actually, it might be worth switching to one of these. Maybe. Or the other one is the, oh gosh, it's the snaky one. There it is. The Uru Cyandana. Might have worked for an alien tail. I didn't go for that, though. So yeah, Valkyrie, very animal-like. Very kind of feral creature vibes, right? Plus she has a pounce attack, which we'll get to in a second. Actually, we'll do that first. So, I like to make sure I just have a hysterical assault on because it gives me that pounce. Ignore the rest of my build. Yeah, so it gives you that sort of alien-like pounce, right? I went for the Valkyrie semi-skin because she's got the tail. She's got this sort of smooth, thin form factor, right? It's got these shoulder things that the alien kind of has. If you're not going to use a... hold on. We'll get back to it. Yeah, so she's got that. She's got this big, smooth dome without really any facial features except this freaky mouth thing. Pretty alien, in my opinion. That's why I went with Valkyr. Basically, just a bunch of blacks. Here's the first black. This sort of tealish gray, which I'm not totally sold on, but I don't hate it, from the Katir palette. Like I said, I think it works better in a little bit of darker lightings. This gray from smoke. This gray from smoke. Could darken some of these up if you're going to be in a lot of brighter situations. I feel like, though, the darker blacks look darker if you put them next to a lighter gray. Boy, what a sentence. But if that makes sense, yeah. So this one is this black. We've gone through the black energy because black energy, black emissive because it looks. So I originally went for greens, but they were just too bright. Because if there's a lot of that sort of glowy green, especially in the poster for Alien, right? There's that glowing green background. It was just a little bit too much. It looked very cool. It just didn't look very alien-y, very xenomorphy. So I went for the black. It's kind of invisible, like this pulsating here. Again, looks really cool in green. Just doesn't really look like the alien. So yeah, those are the emissives I went for. Energy, again, just a sort of medium gray, because it's mostly invisible. Jersemi helmet, Jersemi skin. Valkyrie agile. It's kind of monstery. She's kind of crouched like she's ready to pounce. I think some of the Varuna ones would probably also be good. Varuna agile would be good, or yeah, but I don't have that one yet. So we've gone for attachments. Just the Hex's chestplate. I tried to make this kind of invisible. It's really as good as it's going to get, because you make it too dark, oh! Okay, actually, well... Yeah, I mean, if you make it too dark, it kind of... okay, no, that's actually good. Alright, I want to make the little sword invisible, but I went for the Hex's chestplate because it kind of has this, like, rib vibe, sort of mimic that sort of Giger pipe look. It's not real, it's not great, but there's really not a lot of super geegery stuff in Warframe. Now, what I was going to touch on a second ago, if you're not going to use Valkyr, I would recommend using the Aceplex shoulder plates, because they kind of have that pipe-like, tube-ish funky shape, and they had those big old shoulders, but in my opinion, it's very redundant with the Jirsemi skin that already has these sort of thingies here. And on that same note, if you don't have or don't like the Hexus chestplate, I think the, what did I say it was, Aceplex, also kind of looks good. Not perfect, but again, there's not really anything in Warframe that matches that HR Giger aesthetic. We didn't pick a Signa because none of those would have been good. No Ephemera, but we'll touch on an environmental effect I have in a second. No legs. Xenomorph has very skinny legs. I thought maybe adding something claw-like, but looking at reference pictures, he's got nothing, so I didn't add anything. Yeah, arms we just talked about. Actually, though, hold on. Maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, we're doing it live. Something like... yeah, nope. Nope. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't. Okay. So, Cyandana. I've gone for the Saturn 6 Cyandana just to give it this sort of bump on the back. This looks a little more teal than on this than it does on Valkyrie, so I would recommend making it a bit darker and after you copy your colors. Additionally, there's this big old spiky thing. That is actually the Vertilac, which I picked, one, because I was like, oh, a whip, spiky whip. Xenomorph has that spiky whip tail, right? But also, it really adds that spiky sort of back look if you line it up right. Here, let me give you a quick look at the holster styles. So, it's sword standard holster, and then here's my rotation spots to get it sort of centered up. And again, I like how it sort of adds to that. Xenomorph has those big old pipes. This is about as close as we could get to that. Yeah. So that's why I made that choice. But again, we talked about some of those other sign downers might have been alright too. If you don't want to go for this, especially because the Vertilac's kind of annoying to get. You gotta kill Archons for it. Primary, I've gone with the Aolac. Xenomorph obviously would not use a gun. If he did use a gun in the Alien universe, it'd be a pulse rifle, but that we don't really have anything quite like that. And I feel like the Aolac, again, it's got holes and sort of ribs. It looks more like it'd be a part of the body, so that's why I made that choice. Plus, it's not terrible. Acrid for the secondary. I made sure that the energy color on this one stayed green, because, you know, Xenomorph, acid blood. It's got those guaranteed toxin procs, so that's very cool. Vertilac, again, I already broke that down. Talons, as you can see, they're very dark, very hard to see. That's kind of the idea. Okay. We've gone for a Kavat, and I made him all black, but I liked the glowy green so much. Hold on. We gave him the armor. Gave him this armor because it kind of gives him that funky alien-y look. This is a bit of a reference to the, I don't know if anybody has seen those clips of the, there's like a Weimaraner on the set of Alien 3. It's that kind of dog that they put in an alien costume, and he looks very silly. So this is kind of the closest I could get to that very skinny dog in a costume. A bit of a meta reference maybe, but I thought it was very fun. I kept the green. Sorry, I got away from that. Kept the green because I really liked it on Valkyrie, and I thought it looked cool, even though it didn't fit the cosplay. But since Alien doesn't have a sidekick anyway, I was like, we can get a little creative with it. Here's the colors we've gone for. Oh, wait, this is the armor, but black, dark gray. Which one are you? Wow, it doesn't show us, huh? It just is in there. Okay, well, look, dark colors. Okay. Didn't really do anything in here, except for the Deckerbeck, which I painted up yellow. Man, this is a bad spot, because as a reference, again, to Aliens, the second one, it's a power loader, right? So we've gone with the brunt spar skin, just the regular Necromech helmet, because, yeah, power loader. Would the alien be in the power loader? No, but it's thematic and fits in universe, so, yeah. Let me actually spawn an enemy, just in case, just to do a quick demonstration. Oh, I forgot the last thing. I can't believe I forgot. I'll spawn an enemy in a second. The final thing I did, and I just turned it off because when you're in Captura, it's always going to show. When you're in a mission, it won't show, but you can say have this sort of yellow-green. Actually, it's just very like neon green. But we used the bloodshed sigil because this won't really show up This is even a bit excessive, actually. This won't really show up until you take damage in mission, until you take like a bit of damage, right? It's that sort of sickly colored alien acid blood. Very cool. Dynamic effect, which is exactly what I wanted, actually, right? Because that's the whole thing. Is once the alien starts bleeding, it's another threat. So yeah, let me spawn an enemy real quick just to show you. I don't remember how to do this. Yes, I do. Boy, can you tell I haven't made one of these in a while? I think it's. Oops, it's not that. It's I need to open the big menu, right? Right. Yeah, and then it's all the way at the bottom. Spawn enemy, there we go. Let's just get a guy. Or some guys. They don't need to be that high. Let's make them level 3. How about that? Just for the sake of demonstration. Oops, that's 2. Alright. There they are. So. Right, can barely see the claws, and then you have on your pounce, your alien pounce. I think it's a cool effect. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in to the alien Xenomorph cosplay. Yeah, look at that, run around. Yep. I'm pretty pleased with this one. Thanks for watching. Let me a comment if you feel like you have some better ideas for this one. Come stand over here in the shadows. Spooky time. And let's see if I can't take a good picture. You know what? Let's see. Do your animation. Come on. Come on, do it. Oh, that's not the animation I wanted. That's way too tough. I need something more animal-y. What if we go, Come on. Alright, guys. Bear with me here. We're gonna end the video. Is that giving alien pounce? Is that giving alien pounce? The move here, actually, you want to take your really good picture. I'm rambling now. Feel free to tune out, but we're going to talk about the photo composition for a second now. It's my channel. I do what I want. Is to probably turn down the scene light. Actually, I probably should have turned this down before I started. Wow. Can I slide it? Can I get like, yeah. If we just make it like all darker, and then if I could probably want to maybe even a little bit of a filter, right? Like contrast, bleach maybe, cross process. Yeah, that gives us that cold look. Yeah. And then we want to do like yeah, that works. Boom. There's our thumbnail. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.